What's up, YouTube? In this video I wanted to show you my video game collection, my arcade setup using a Fire TV box. Basically, I loaded a bunch of video games, a bunch of arcade games to the Fire TV box, and I'm also using a Mayflash F500 Fight Stick. So this Fight Stick here, the F500, this is the one that lets you put in your custom artwork. So I put in the Street Fighter 2 Ryu custom artwork on it. Of course I did, it's my favorite game. And they also make a version below this Fight Stick. It's called the F300. Basically works the same, except you can't put in your custom artwork. So both are available on Amazon. This Fight Stick actually is very compatible with many devices. Fire Stick, well, Fire Box actually, PS4, Xbox, PS3. It's pretty much compatible with a lot of devices, PC. So I wanted to show you guys my Fire TV box setup. So I'm using this Fire TV box here. This is a Generation 3. This model is actually discontinued, but the nice thing about this model is that it comes with a USB stick, a USB plug in the back. So you're able to plug in a USB stick with a bunch of games, or in this case, I used it to load up the games, but then now I'm using it to plug in my Mayflash Fight Stick in the back. Basically, it's a USB port, so you can plug in a lot of things. You can plug in a PS4 controller using the USB charger, Xbox. They all run very well. Even though this one's discontinued, the new version, the new Generation 4, I believe is the new one, you would have to buy an adapter that comes with a USB stick port. Again, I'm saying USB stick, USB port, and then do the same thing. But the nice thing about the Generation 3 is it already has it. So let's check out some games. So here on my Fire TV menu, I'm using the GameSum emulator app. Basically, it's a front end and it lets you load a bunch of emulators. So let's check them out. I have an Atari setup, arcade games, Nintendo 64, Nintendo, Dreamcast, TurboGrafx 16, Super Nintendo, PlayStation, PSP, and Sega Genesis. I did all this artwork here for all the systems. I'm sure you've seen a lot of videos. People use Raspberry Pis or they use PCs to do this video game setups. It's very similar. The nice thing about this one is it's using a Fire TV box. So it's very convenient, portable. You know, I don't have to carry a big old PC around. And it achieves the same thing. I mean, you can plug in controllers. You can plug in 2 fight sticks if I wanted to. Works with PS4 controllers, 2 of them. So it all works the same way. It's just nice that you can do it on a Fire TV box. So let's check out some arcade games. Actually, before I show you the arcade games, I'll do a quick rundown. So I basically have all the games here alphabetically ordered with custom artwork. Well, the box art of each game. And then here's the arcade. Has all the artwork. Nintendo 64. I'm kind of going through it fast here, but I'll slow down a little bit later. Just want to do a quick overview. Dreamcast, all the artwork. Makes it easy to find what game you want to play. And I'm controlling it with the Fight Stick. That's the nice thing about it. You can control all the interface and everything with the Fight Stick. You don't even have to use the Fire TV remote. So yeah. All right, let's go ahead and click on the game. So here's my arcade collection. The reason I started this video was to show you my arcade setup, and I showed you my Street Fighter game. How about let's go for another fighting game. How about Marvel vs. Capcom? Let's see. Marvel vs. Capcom. Since we're using a fight stick, might as well show off the fight stick. So everything is programmable. I programmed all the keys here. I have this as my one first player start button. Then I have this one as my coins. These will be your 3 punch, 3 kicks. Then I have this one as my go back to the main menu. So everything's programmed. Here's my start button. And there we go. Ryu, of course. And Wolverine. Everything runs smooth. The Fire TV box is able to run all these games very smooth. No glitches, sound works good. I'm actually using a JBL Charge 3 speaker. Sounds real nice. But yeah, let's try a different game. How about some Final Fight? My favorite beat 'em up game of all time. So let's go ahead and insert some coins. How about start? Let's go with Guy. So this game was real popular at the arcades. They made a Super Nintendo version of it. Everything runs smooth. Alright, let's try a different game. Who remembers Altered Beast? The arcade version of it. This game was also ported to the Sega Genesis, but this one's the arcade.
Rise from your grave.
Here we go. Rise from your grave. Let's go. Let's do it. Yeah, this game was fun. It was fun getting the power-ups and then turning into a beast.
Power up.
I think you got to get 3 power-ups before you turn into a beast. Once you're in beast mode, you really take out these guys and bosses. But yeah, fun game. And how about some old school game? How about Galaga? Let it load here. It's funny, this Galaga ROM always starts that same way. But yeah, you insert coins, start button. Here we go. Classic. Alright, let's try a different game. How about... You saw Street Fighter already. How about SNK versus Capcom Chaos? Which is, I believe, SNK versus Capcom 3. It's loading. Here we go. Enter some coins. Oh yeah, this game only uses 4 buttons. Of course, Ryu. Who else? Actually, I like using Ryu and Ken. Those are my 2 favorite characters to use on Street Fighter. Yeah, here we go. All these fighting games run really good with the fight stick. How about some, how about some Mortal Kombat up in here? Mortal Kombat. Let's go with Mortal Kombat. Should we do 3? Suit 2. Put some quarters. Katana. Kind of hard to play with one hand, but there you go. How about, ooh, NBA Jam. The original one with Shaq, with Diesel himself. Some quarters. This part is a full game. No, for record. Let's get Orlando up in here. Fun game, NBA Jam, classic. This is the first one with Shaq. There he is. This is in his Orlando days, so he wasn't Big Shaq yet. Alright. So yeah, kind of wanted to go through some of these. Who remembers WrestleFest? Yes. I remember playing this at the arcades at the local 7-Eleven store. Way back. Probably was like 8 years old or something. So here we go. Let's go with Warrior. Yeah. Awesome game. For its time, the graphics were like really good back in the day. You know, compared to Nintendo, this was like really good graphics. Alright. I also wanted to show you some Nintendo 64 games because Killer Instinct is here and it runs awesome with a fight stick. Here we go. Oh, I already had a game loaded. So yeah, it runs awesome. I have it programmed 3 kicks, 3 punches. Runs awesome. Pull off some combos. But yeah, there we go. Ha, fighting Orchid, Jago's sister. But wanted to show you that. And Mario Kart. I already had a game running, so it's gonna load up. Alright. Whoops. Exit. Yes. And then, how about some GoldenEye using a fight stick? It runs really good. I mean, obviously not as good as a controller, but it runs really good. I'm able to control it using the fight stick. This is my shoot button. This is my crosshair, so basically left and right. Then I have reload and all the other buttons here. Yeah, I'm able to, it works, I can play it. It's just, you know, getting used to using it with a fight stick. All right. So all these games work. Even some Zelda. Zelda runs fine. There we go. Yep. Let me also show you. I'm gonna show you some Dreamcast. Because Dreamcast had a lot of fighting games actually. I have Capcom vs. SNK, King of Fighters, Evolution, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Marvel vs. Capcom 1, Mortal Kombat Gold, NBA Hoops, and Soul Calibur, of course. Sonic Adventure 2. Yeah, Dreamcast had quite a few fighters on here. So Soul Calibur came around the same time as Tekken 3. And it was, when it came out, everybody was like, wow, impressed with the graphics with Dreamcast. So different from the PlayStation 1 graphics. Let's get a game going here. Let's go with Killick.
Welcome back to the stage of history.
Yeah, this game was fun. Come on, Maxie, you don't want none of this. All right, there you go. Just wanted to show you a quick demo of the Mayflash Fight Stick and using a Fire TV box. All right, guys. Until the next video.